What up, guys? Luke's coming at you. Are you a small streamer or content creator? Do you need a teleprompter? Is this right for you? I don't know. Let's find out. All right, guys, before we get too far ahead, I just want you to know I bought this with my own money. Elgato has no idea who I am. They don't know I'm making a video. They you know, I'm a nobody to them. So that out of the way, is the Elgato Prompter right for a small streamer? So I've been using this mostly as a third monitor to throw my stream chat up on and make eye contact while I'm reading the chat. I think that helps you make more of a connection with the people in your chat. But as far as being a teleprompter goes, myself, when I'm reading off a teleprompter, I read like a robot. It's not natural at all. Right now, I'm not using it, obviously, because I'm holding it in my hand. But, you know, when I'm reading off of a teleprompter, it's very monotone. I was never a teacher. I've never, I don't like public speaking or any of that. So I've never done it. So I'm kind of learning. At some point, once I figured that out, I think it'll work awesome as a teleprompter. I've seen people use them before, and as long as you can read off a teleprompter and not sound like you're reading a script, then it's perfect. For me, when I'm making a video or some kind of content creation, I will throw my notes up on it. That way I am looking right at the camera the whole time, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have a blue mark on there. It's kind of ghosted in. Now that, when I have this hanging on the camera, it is right in the center of the camera. So I always know where the camera is, so I can make eye contact the whole time, make that connection with the viewers. It's been working out great. I think my chat's noticed a big difference because I used to look up here when the camera's over there while I'm streaming to read chat. Now I'm looking right at the camera when I'm reading chat. And I've got a lot of comments about it. Yeah, so you can use this thing as a teleprompter, or you can use it as a second monitor. So it's a simple Stream Deck plugin. Literally, you can switch from desktop to prompter. There's my script I plan on using for this video, but obviously I'm not doing that. Back to the teleprompter. You can scroll at whatever speed you want. You can have it auto scroll. So I just have it set on a scroll up and down. On Stream Deck, I will simply hit play and this thing will scroll as it hears what I read. So as I read the text, it will automatically scroll. I can set this to scroll on its own at a certain speed that I pick. I can set this up to my Stream Deck pedal to scroll up and down. That's another good way you can do it. But I think the best way that I like using this the most, if I'm reading off of a teleprompter, is to set it to scroll with my voice. And that's all done in the Elgato Camlink software. Super simple software to use. You can literally type out your script, copy and paste it into the Elgato software, and boom, there it is. It's super simple. As far as compatibility with cameras, basically this thing comes with every ring you can imagine for every size lens you can imagine. It comes with a whole book of rings that hang on the lens. Right now I have one on the camera I'm using to film this. It just simply screws on to the front of the camera lens, and then you slide this down over it. This plate you can remove. It comes with another bracket that you can basically use a smartphone. You can use any webcam you want. Pretty much any camera will work with this. It also comes pre-installed with the Elgato Facecam 4K, the newest one. It has a special mount just for that camera. So if you're rocking that camera, that will work. If you're rocking a smartphone, that'll work. If you're rocking a ZV-E10 like I am, that works great. Like I said, guys, any camera. And as far as hooking this thing up, this doesn't take HDMI, it doesn't take DisplayPort. So if your GPU is already filled, if you've met your quota on open slots on your GPU, This thing runs off USB. So literally it comes with a right angle USB-C to USB-A. Plug the USB-C in, plug the USB-A in, and boom, it just works. It just works. Now, is this right for everyone? Probably not. Will this speed up workflow? 100%, yes. The problem I have with the Elgato Prompter is the price. Don't get me wrong. It's well worth every penny, but not everyone can afford this thing. This thing is an expensive piece of kit, especially when you're trying to get started in streaming or content creation. This thing is $280 on Amazon. So after tax, you're close to $300 to your door. Can you get cheaper versions of teleprompters? You can. Are they as simple to use? Absolutely not. That's what the beauty of the Elgato Prompter is. You get to plug it in, throw your script on there, and that's all you got to do. Literally, that's all you have to do. Now, I'm running this on same mic arm, Rode PSA 1 Plus. I have my camera on that arm on a ball head. Now, the camera is sitting on a ball head. You could thread this in and then hook the bracket up and everything. That's not how I'm doing it. I haven't tried it that way. But for the Rode PSA 1 Plus, this is one of the best mic arms I've ever used. And between the ZVE10 with a cage and a Sigma 30mm f1.4 with this sitting on the front, this mic arm can't hold it up. I have to prop up the bottom of the mic arm in order to keep it from sagging. So your best bet is to use some kind of a tripod or a fixed table clamp that you can set your camera on top of, or if you're using a webcam, if you're using a webcam, it's way lighter than the camera I'm using. One of these arms would work just fine, as long as it's a quality arm. This thing is maybe half a pound, you know, it's just between the camera and everything else, it's too heavy. So how I use this is usually, because I do read like a robot off of a teleprompter, I like to use this more to throw my notes up. So I'll put key points up just to keep me on track, and I'll look into the teleprompter while I'm, you know, spewing my randomness to the camera, and just the keynotes will keep me on track. Works great. As far as a teleprompter goes, it's a teleprompter. It works as advertised. My question to you guys is, drop a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Elgato Prompter. Are you thinking about getting one? Do you think it's right for you? Only you guys can tell me if it's right for you or not. You guys are the ones that ultimately have to make that decision. I can't make it for you. If you have the extra cash to spend on this thing, 100% buy it. It's a great piece of kit. I think it'll speed up your workflow a lot. If you're just getting started though, and you need other gear, I would put my money into other gear first, especially audio. Audio is number one. So if you have your audio squared away, then this might be a solid choice. Or maybe a better webcam or a mirrorless camera. You know, you guys are the only ones that can make that decision. You know where you're at in your journey, what you want to accomplish. Is it even worth putting all that money into? I don't know. You have to answer that question for yourself. But does this speed up workflow? 100%. Am I happy with my purchase? 100%. This is a piece of gear that I will use for years to come. It's built solid. I can't see this thing ever breaking unless I knock it off my desk onto a hard floor. It might crack the glass or something. But other than that, I think this thing is pretty solid. As far as traveling, I don't know if I'd travel with it because that's the shape. You kind of have to pack this thing away pretty well in order to travel with it. So yeah, that's all I got. Just a quick one about the prompter. Is it right for a small streamer? If you guys want to see any more about this, well, we can dive into the software. We can do whatever. I figured there's 1,000 videos on that. And let me know in the comments. Is this something you guys are thinking about? Do you think this would speed up your workflow? What would you use this for? And also, if you guys are curious what I'm about and what I'm doing here, check out this video. It'll explain it. Till the next one, guys, I love you. Stay lucid.